Every year, Goodreads readers vote on the best new releases for that year, and I wanted to see if these books were truly the best of the best. So today, I am reading Goodreads readers' favorite books of 2024. Why does that look like kind of ass though? Like, who drew this? I feel like I could have drove. I would not drive this, but I could have drawn it. Is drawn a word? I don't know. Whoever drew this did not do a good. Oh, also, what if this author did it though? Hey, sorry, Liz Moore, if you're the one who did it. Why did we even need a map? Why do we need a map? Anyways, first line of this book: the bed is empty. Have started reading The God of the Woods by Liz Moore. I believe this book won the thriller mystery category. I did not know what this book was about at all. It's about the summer camp, and one of the girls at the summer camp goes missing. Her parents own the summer camp, and this girl has gone missing. There are a lot of fucking characters. Right off the bat, I feel like I have met 80 people. It's like the book, like if you go to a party, you only know them, but they know everybody else in the room, so they keep introducing you to different people, and you're just sitting there like, hi, nice to meet you. Yeah, that's it. And then you move on, and then you were like, and then you like go back to talk to them, and you're like, what was their name? I don't remember their name. The timeline kind of switches almost every single time. Now, all of a sudden, we have a flashback into like the 50s, 1950s, and we're following the mom. Already, I'm overwhelmed. Hopefully, everything will work out, and I will understand things. I just don't know why we flashbacked with the mom in like the 50s. Maybe this is a smart person book and I'm just not a smart person. That could be very plausible. I'm gonna keep reading and I'll update you when I have more to say. Low key though, I don't trust a man. I would rather trust her sister first before him. I know this is a little switcheroo, trying to throw me off, Miss Liz Moore, but I don't trust men, so joke's on you. Teeth. I didn't think about that. I just ate chips. Hello, I am 50% of the way through The God of the Woods by Liz Moore. So far, pretty good. Like, I've enjoyed myself. I've had a good time reading it. I do think that there are way too many characters in this book. Not getting confused on who is who, because I still like remember everyone, I think, but there's just a lot of people. So far, I have found no like thrilling parts about this book. It's very suspenseful in the sense that like something may happen to one character, like at the last sentence, maybe like, and then this happened, and you're like, and then we're jumping into a different character's POV, and you're like, you know what I mean? So I guess it's suspenseful in that way. Like if you're really invested in one character's story, you're like, I need to know what's happening to them. The thing is, you will forget what happened to that character because then you're switching to a different character and then you're like, oh yeah, I forgot that's what happened to that person. And then you're reading about them and then you're like, oh, this is happening, blah, 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 blah. And then you go to a different part and then you're like, oh yeah. I will have to say, I've been really enjoying this. I feel like the lore is so interesting. This family is so interesting, and like the outsider's perspective of the family while also we're getting the inside perspective. It's so so interesting. It is quite slow. We flash back to the 50s and the 60s and like whatever. When we flash back, obviously we're taking a pause on the storyline, so it's just not ramping up as much as I would have liked it. So like we go and then we're like, meh. And then we go and then we're like, eh. Like I said, I don't see this being like a traditional mystery thriller, and maybe that's why people have not loved this book, is because it's definitely not like Frida McFadden books or Alice Feeney books, whatever. Like those types of books. They're quick, they're short, they're fast. You want to know what happens instantly. There's like crazy kind of things happening. I feel like this one is more realistic, I guess. I mean, when someone goes missing, there's a ton of people involved with what is happening. So I think it's a very like more realistic side of that. I'm having a great time. I'm very intrigued actually by this. I'll see ya later. Sorry, I look like poopy right now, but I'm still reading God of the Woods and things are happening. Secrets are being revealed, okay? And I'm like, ugh. Literally, I'm on part 7, like the first chapter already. It has gone down. It's going down. I'm yelling timber right now, okay? Ew, did he? I have a working theory. Ew, wait, what? I don't know. I'll be back. Done. You just saw me finish The God of the Woods by Liz Moore. What do I think about this? I think it was... Whoa. Hold on. Sorry. I think it was good. I did enjoy it. The mystery element is there. It's definitely there. I don't think it was necessarily bad, but I don't think it was like amazing where I was like, oh, like jaw on floor. I don't know if this is supposed to be a thriller or if it's just supposed to be a mystery. It was not a thriller to me at all. I think it was good. It just wasn't what I was expecting, I guess. Plot of it all, like the end of it all, I was kind of like, that was it? Oh, that was it, I guess. I definitely liked it. I think I'm gonna give it 4 stars. There's one plot twist that was kind of good that I was like, oh shit. Like that makes a lot of sense. I think I liked it pretty well. That book is done. I think the next book I'm going to read is How to End a Love Story by Yulin Kwong. This was best debut novel, I believe. Ooh, there's like a big spider web on my wall that I've never noticed. I've been listening to How to End a Love Story. I'm gonna talk while I crochet because I'm trying to freaking finish this thing. The way that this plot starts does not feel like a romance book, and I cannot fathom that these characters are going to end up together. The very first chapter, we're at a funeral. The main girl, her sister's funeral, and we find out that, okay, trigger warning. We find out that her sister has committed, yeah, and how she did it was she jumped in front of the main guy's car. Like her whole family thinks he like unalived her, basically. And now she is a famous author. He is a screenwriter, and her books are getting turned into a TV show. He is the screenwriter for her books for this TV show, and they have to like work together and stuff. And she still holds like a lot of resentment against him for, she blames him for unaliving her sister. I don't know how this is gonna go. Already, I'm kind of like, ooh, it's definitely kind of a lot already. I understand, like, Helen, our main girl, like, she's very angry and, like, frustrated, and, like, she doesn't understand why she's, like, why he's working on this project, but I don't like her. She's already kind of, like, I don't know, I feel like she's very hostile already, and I'm just kind of like, I don't really like you. I don't feel any way towards Grant, the main guy character. That's my feelings. That's what I have to say right now. Bye. Hello, I am 54% of the way through How to End a Love Story. I didn't think I'm liking this book. I just find the romance to be a little bit forced. I'm just not like finding anything like redeemable really about this. Maybe because of like the beginning setup of this book, it just is really, really rough. Also, I just don't think these... What? Okay, you're coming with me then. If I have to go, you have to come with. You get to deal with this too, bitch. Like I said, I just don't think this is like super like crazy romantic maybe, and maybe that's why I don't really like it. They have already had sexy time like twice already, 3 times, twice, something like that. It's just Grant's. It's just my dad's. I'm just like not hashtag live laugh loving this one. That's just me. Obviously this is her debut book and you can always grow as an author, so I don't want to shit a whole lot about this. I'm gonna keep listening to more of the audiobook. I'm trying so hard to get through How to End a Love Story. I just don't think I like it. Oh my god, it's very rough. There are so many sex scenes in this and it's fine. They have no chemistry. I have not felt any romance and just like, swoon, something, flirtation. Give me anything. I haven't felt any of that. I feel like it is so bland. I'm not feeling anything. And I have been listening mostly to the audiobook, but every time I try to pick it up to read, I'm always like, so I've been listening to the audiobook and I just can't get into it. I low-key want to DNF it just because I'm not enjoying it, but I will finish it. I don't know. I just feel very disconnected from this story, I guess. I don't really like any of the characters. Like I can kind of sympathize for both of them, but I don't really like them that much either. The only thing that I have found interesting about this book is that they're screenwriters. That's it. That is the only thing that I have thought that was kind of interesting. Everything else about this book I have not liked. And I know there's going to be some kind of like third act conflict where like obviously they can't be together because this big thing happened between them in their past and blah, blah. I know that's going to happen, but also I just don't care enough. I will finish this because I'm almost done. I'm telling you, so far it is not looking good and I'm not liking it, which we're gonna get through this together. You and me, Pookie. Hope it gets better. I don't see it happening, but maybe it will. Hi! Sorry, hold on. Hi! I finished How to End a Love Story. I just personally, also my opinion by the way, my opinion only, this is personally my opinion and this is how I feel, and we're all allowed to have our own opinions because this is personally my opinion. I didn't like this at all. There is, I guess, kind of a plot twist, sort of, not really, that happens to the main girl character that once it happened, downhill, way more downhill than I already wasn't liking it. The sexy scenes were terrible. There's so many of them. How are there so many sex scenes for characters that have no chemistry? Riddle me that. The plot to this is just a lot and doesn't work. I don't know why she decided to go with this setup. The family problems in this book as well just are never solved. Family trauma that she is dealing with, nothing gets solved. Nothing is resolved at all. You're just sitting there like, okay, hope they work it out on the remix. So they miscommunicate so much to the point where it's so annoying. And not even miscommunicating in the sense that it's like, oh, we just like didn't understand each other, whatever. No, they purposefully just like don't tell each other things. Unfortunately, I'm giving this 1 star. Like I said, this is my personally opinion. It just wasn't hitting for me. Anyways, I'm gonna start reading The Women by Kristen Hanna. This one, historical fictions. I've actually heard nothing but amazing things about this book, so I'm really excited to get to this. This will also be my first Kristen Hanna book, so I'm excited to get to this. So let's start reading. Sorry, I'm readjusting everything. If the background looks different, it's because I moved. I know, kind of in the middle of videos, but that's just life. So sorry if it's like still a little echoey in here. It kind of is. It's better than what it was. I have been reading The Women by Kristen Hanna. I really didn't know what this book was about. I had heard just like really good things about it in general. Basically, we are following our main character, Frankie, who volunteers herself into the army during the Vietnam War. So far, it's been really sad. It's just a lot happening already out of the get-go. There's so much happening. Wow, this lighting sucks. I'm so sorry. What is the better way to... Here, can you see me a little bit better? Sorry. I just realized that lighting really looked terrible. Anyways, it's very action-packed already. Like, we have hopped right in. She joins the army very fast. It's like one of those situations in like the Vietnam War so long ago. It's like one of those situations you're so far removed from that you're like, wow, I can't believe this actually happened. Frankie's story is very similar to real stories that happened during the Vietnam War, which is just so crazy to think about. But so far, I'm really enjoying it. I think it's pretty good. Like I said, it's very like, we've already gotten started and we've already gotten to basically the plot. Like, it was very fast. It's already been so emotional and just very heartbreaking and stuff. And I'm scared for my well-being. I have just been like non-stop binging this book. It's super sad, but it's so entertaining, I guess. It's a little bit repetitive. There has been so many crazy things that has happened. Yeah. I have just been eating this up. I felt like her words, they flow very easily. Sometimes when you read a book, you can tell like it's by scene almost, like this is this part and this is this part and this is this part. Whereas I feel like in this one, it's literally telling about her entire journey in Vietnam so far. Like it's like literally the entire going from this to this to this to this in such an effortless way, and it's really, really good. I did definitely enjoy it. There's just a lot that's happening in this book. Yes, this talks about like the Vietnam War and Frankie's experience with the Vietnam War, like being a nurse and whatever. After the war, when she comes back home, it tells a lot about like how she's dealing with like PTSD. Her life is so much more different now. Oh my god, my poor girl Frankie just couldn't catch a break. I would also look up trigger warnings in this. There were some trigger warnings that I was not expecting, or some things that happened that I was not expecting. And you're like, oh okay. I really liked this. My camera's about to die. I really did enjoy this. I'm gonna give it 4 stars. The last book I'm gonna read for this video is The Wedding People by Allison S. Patch. This won the fiction category, I believe. I've heard really great things about this. I'm actually very excited to get into this. I kind of know what it's about, sort of, but I'm really excited to get into this. My camera's about to die. It's probably gonna stop any minute. Oops, just kidding. Anyways, but I'm excited to get to this, so let's get reading. Started reading The Wedding People. So far so good. I kind of knew the premise of this book going in, that there's a wedding happening on this, I don't know if they're on an island or something. I think they're on an island, and all the guests like are here for this wedding except for this one lady who basically goes there to kill herself. telling about like her, kind of like what has led up to this point so far for her. I love this cover. This cover is beautiful. This book has been very good, actually. I've been really into it. There was kind of like low-key a plot twist, sort of. Not really. It wasn't like a plot twist, but there was a plot twist. It kind of got me good. I'm like, oh, what's gonna happen? I need to know everything about these characters now, and I want to read this. Let's keep reading. The Wedding People by Allison Espach. What are my thoughts? What are my feelings? What am I hashtag thinking about right now? Honestly, I really enjoyed this. I will say the beginning was quite slow for me. The conversation between the bride and Phoebe at the very beginning of this book is just kind of monotonous, and I think that's the point, is like kind of like Phoebe's come to do this like really crazy thing, and the kind of monotonous of them having this conversation, like that's not even happening, I feel like was really well played. This book was funny. Like I was not expecting it to like be laughing in this book and giggling. Conversations with each other are really funny. Overall, I really enjoyed this. I really am glad this author didn't take this book in a way that it could have gone. There's kind of like a little plot twist that happens, and you think it's gonna keep following that train a little bit, and it does to some extent, but it doesn't like fully get there. It's kind of open-ended with our character Phoebe, and even our character kind of recognizes that she could go down this path, but she's not going to. That's not her journey, and I love that. I'm being a little cryptic just in case you want to read this, because I think you should read this. I just cared so much about what was going to happen, and like the drama and like everything happening between these characters. Like it was just so good. I really liked it. F it. I'll give it 4.5. 4.5 stars. I really enjoyed this. I'm gonna put that down because we're done. Thank you so much for watching this video. So sorry that this took me freaking forever. I literally moved in the middle of making this video. So thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you all in the next one.